Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had a little bit of a broadcasting issue, but either way, we're here and happy Easter!
Hello,
Yay!
folks.
I'm Wendol. With us tonight is we have Thamin, we have Zoe,
Hello.
hello, and we've got Steelheart.
What's up? What's up?
Steel's in the house.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Oh, come on, please. Why not? Because it's Steel. How can we even miss you anyway?
Pulled him in before he got into hardline.
That's pretty much it. I think he popped up and was like, "Hey guys, what are you doing? Steel, you want to be on the cast
That's what I
tonight?"
get for bouncing channels.
Exactly. It's like this. It's like the scene from The Godfather. I was out and then they pulled me back in, or something like
That's
that.
okay. It's a welcome pull-in. I can live with it.
Which is great, since he's going to be here. He can tell us a lot about what's going on in the organization. But we'll get to that a little bit later.
A lot of stuff going on, but not telling you till the get-together.
Ooh, naughty. Well, anyway, let's hop to it. We'll start out with Arcage. We had a little bit of fun going in Arcage today. I'm going to throw up some pictures here of what's been going on. Over the past few months, Trine has released the Arceum Secrets Pack, and for a bit of cash, you can get a large list of special items, including the Firebrand Courtier's Robe and an albino Yada. You should see that in the pictures that I'm going through there on the screen right now. Let's see. See below. Gabby was dying her own. There were no elves harmed in this yet, but last we saw, Gabby and Nikita were stalking the other elves down the road, so we're not quite sure what's going on yet. For the buying pleasure, there are other packages available, ranging from $50 to $150 with special items available, and and Gabrielle's taking donations.
So it sounds like they got to stalk and kill an elf to get that thing.
That's
what
just
seems to imply.
Well, that's kind of one-sided. Who did the elves get to kill?
I don't know. That's what I'd like to know. Again, one of the pictures there is the dreaded library, also known as Ian Ruins, located in Aurora. There's no studies, no bulk earning, and no late fees. It's a three-floor structure that has become the focus of the majority of the level 50s in the guild, and apparently something to avoid at all costs. They've got several new 55s in the Grievance guild, so congratulations to Shadowbow, Zothos, Nikita, and Sidar on being the first of many in the guild to achieve 55. So congratulations.
Congrats.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. On the picture right now, you'll see a picture of one of their trains, by the way. One of the pack runs.
They have trains in Arcade now?
No, not trains, just the pack runs. It looks like a train, though, I'm telling you.
Tell you what, pack runs in that game are epic. These Grievance's pack runs are epic.
Oh, yeah, there's been some nice video about that. Pegasus has been recently released for those Grievance Avengers who want to dual wield credit cards to purchase credits. The Celestial Arceum supply crates, or spend 625 loyalty bonus points to purchase it. They'd also like to introduce the GAB program, affectionately known as the Grievance Arcade Breeding Program, staged around the area where you can often find dancers, mood music, and a little Barry White. And lots
Everybody likes Barry White.
Oh yeah, with the deep voice.
Oh yeah.
And lots of happy Yadas and bears getting ready to, we'll try. We'll leave it at that and let your imagination take the rest of the way. We're proud to announce that Jar is now a happy daddy of 1 baby bear and 3 baby Yadas. So congratulations, Jar.
Go Jar.
Congratulations.
Not sure what you're doing to get those, but
We'll leave it at that.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Grievance has been successful with the TPTF, the Trade Pack Task Force, and faithfully running stealthy kamikaze runs from Nuia to Hiranya Well, they don't want to know when. They don't want to really tell when everybody's doing it because they don't want to give away their secrets. But Grievance is starting to get stealthy and bringing the crystal stabilizer and charcoal regularly to help out the guild crafters. I actually just want to send a thank you out to Gabriel who wrote up the notes for this. Because that was fun to read. It really was.
I'll tell you what, I pop in that channel quite often, and there's always something going on in there. Always, whether it's a library run, raid, pack run, PvP, they have always got something going on.
They do, and it's actually it's really still nice to see that so many people that are still in the guild. Even with all the issues that they've had, people are coming back, and it's really fun to see. So... anyway, on to Elder Scrolls with Thamin.
I gotta love what Ogaria says. The battle cry of all new MMOs: dual wield your credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the one. Unfortunately, that's the way it seems. I gotta give Gabrielle credit for that one because it's especially with a lot of these buy to win. Well, heck, especially in the mobile market on cell phones. I mean It's dual wielding credit cards right there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't have both. You either have a subscription fee or you have free to play with cash shops, so you can't have both. You're going to pay either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You're going to pay either way. It just... Why is Aggie demanding a paternity test?
I don't want to know. This is another one of those things that fall under don't ask, don't tell. You failed. Don't ask.
Baby Yadas or something.
Hey, Aggie, are you getting out the Yadas and the Bears? Anyway, Thamin, Elder Scrolls.
All right. Elder Scrolls, and speaking about a game model that just recently went from a monthly subscription to now just buy to play and has their own store. So on March 29th, they had their Easter egg hunt. The officers were the eggs and Easter Bunny, and each of those eggs were holding a special prize. So the eggs had to hide out in the world, in the low-level zone only. They're out in Aradon. And the first person to find them won the prize they were holding. Ooh. And I was glad to actually be on TeamSpeak that night checking in with them, and sounds like they had a lot of trouble finding the last egg, or at least even when they did find the last egg, getting to them. They were somewhere up high.
I just want to point out, I don't know if you can see the screen, the cast right now, Thamin, but I've actually got a picture put up from the ESO Guild, and in the lower left-hand corner, you will see the quote-unquote Easter rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah. So they got the white ears a little bit there, and the white robes. So.
Cool.
Yeah. So the Easter rabbit came in, hung out with them today. So. Yes. I'll get that off and tell us about the champion system.
And of course, everyone else were rather colorful and ran straight to the dye store again once the contest was over.
I don't want to be bright pink. I don't want to be bright pink.
Lies.
Champion system, a new way of progressing your characters. Any veteran level character on your account can earn champion points, and any character, veteran or not, on your account can use the points. And they're made to look like the constellation system from Skyrim.
Oh.
So, which is pretty neat. It's a nice system there.
I've actually got a picture that they sent me of the champion system. Honestly, I don't quite fully understand it because I don't play ESO, but it looks like you've got some blues, some oranges, and some greens right around a circle. I don't play ESO, so I don't know what all that means. But that's the picture they sent me to go along with it. So.
All that matters is
down
they're
to different
excited
fighting
about
styles, but
yes, that is exactly what it is.
I kind of like to see it because it was a fun thing that you got to see in Skyrim, so it's nice that ESO brought it over to them.
Good.
Now, ZeniMax is also, we were just talking about this, they've introduced the Crown Store, which is their microtransaction shop where you can buy costumes and consumables like potions, repair kits. This is what also allows them to go subscriptionless, so that once you buy the game, you can play for free. There's a subscription model still that allows you to get perks like quicker experience gains and automatic access to new content. And they say non-subscribed players have to pay for the content via a DLC in the Crown Store. And they keep busy twice a week. We've still got guild events going on. We're raiding, doing dungeons, even PvP, and going achievement hunting. Every week, we hold a raffle where members can win rare or high level items as prizes. All the proceeds go back to the guild to purchase our guild trader and other goodies, which the guild trader is their version of an auction house. You don't just pull up a window anywhere in the world. You have to have a guild trader somewhere so that somebody can access them.
So,
Nice.
is this a traveling trader? Is this
No, I
a,
think it's set up in
No, they're set up all over the map, and there's a silent auction where you bid on them. So you don't know what the other guilds have bid on a certain trader. Obviously, you want to try to get one in a high traffic zone.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right. Well, thank you, Thamin, for ESO. Steel, tell me about EverQuest 2.
All right,
Dos.
Grievance's oldest guild. EverQuest 2 is still kicking ass and defeating new content. This week they have downed Jessup Daggerheart, a brand new mob. Lolaine jumped in channel the other night. She was very excited about it. It's just so great seeing our EverQuest 2 guild still knocking them down.
Awesome. It really is. I know they've got EQ Next in production, and Steel, you're in EQ Landmark for a while. Do you know anything that's been going on in that lately, or is it just kind of petered out?
Well, Landmark, it's mostly a building game. They did have some mobs into it and combat and stuff like that, but for the most part, Landmark's in a holding pattern with a lot of players as they wait for more information on what EQ Next is going to be. And all that's kind of up in the air right now because Daybreak Studios bought out SOE. So, and then they got rid of a lot of the core people that were developing EQ Next, but they still say they're going to keep EQ Next.
But
So we're kind of wondering what direction they're going to take. Are they going to take the Twitch Combat console style PC game like they were going to, or are we going to see something harken back a little bit to the old days? Nobody knows yet. They canceled SOE Live this year, so there won't be any updates from SOE Live. I wouldn't look for EQ next year. Next year, you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't look for it next year, possibly the year after. I do think that there's some changes being made to it. I mean, we might even see it go mobile because Daybreak is very famous for their mobile platforms. We don't know. Nobody knows. They're being very tight-lipped about it, and hopefully sometime later this year or beginning of next year we'll hear something new and concrete about it.
Yeah. Any ideas what this could mean for EQ2? Any thoughts at all, or?
I don't think anything's going to change with EQ2. EQ2's been around 10, going on 11 years. They still have a semi-decent subscription base or free-to-play model, is whatever you want to call it. The people who are playing it are very vested into the game. So I don't think anything's going to happen with EQ2. EverQuest, I'm not sure what's going to happen with EverQuest. I know the player base is way down on it. It's an old game. But it's got such a low fan following.
It's amazing it's still this long.
Well,
Absolutely. It all depends. This is a new company. We don't know. They don't have any. They haven't built the loyalty with the fans yet. So, are they going to make business decisions and cut costs in games that aren't doing well for them, or are they going to try to revive some of these games or put new stuff in them? I've told all y'all my fantasy would be if they just would reskin and relaunch EverQuest. That would just I'd be happy. I'd just go get lost in it for 10 years.
well, the funny thing is, we talk about EverQuest 2 being old and being around this long. EverQuest servers are still running. There's still people in EverQuest playing. Not just 2. 1. 1. I mean,
Ogarius, that's not necessarily true. Ogarius says, well, anything that comes out of EverQuest has to be pure profit now, wouldn't you think? That's not necessarily true. there's still developers that have to work on that game and get paid.
And there's still
You know,
content. And there's still the servers themselves.
still the servers themselves. So it's no Sony quit posting how many people were playing their games a long time ago. So that's not necessarily true that it's making them money. I would assume it's making them money, but we don't know that for sure. And is it making enough money to justify the time being put into it is the other question. A lot of times some of these companies will come by and they'll take a look and they'll say, hey, yes, this is making money, but we could take these 10 or 15 developers we have working here that we're paying to do this, and we can move them over to EverQuest Next or some other Sony H1Z1. You know, we can move them over here and get more money out of a brand new game versus this. I mean, it's all business. It just depends how business oriented they're going with their decisions, which I'm afraid, being a new studio, being that they just bought SOE for God knows how much money, they're going to want to get a turnaround on that money very soon.
Real quick, yeah. All right, well.
I'm with you, Ogarius.
Yeah.
I hope it outlives me.
That's okay. EQ outlives some of my own children. Actually, I think EQ has outlived all my children, honestly. So it's already outliving some people. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you, Steel, for our little side journey of EverQuest. But you know how I like to talk about some of this stuff. So
Steel.
yes. So, Final Fantasy.
Yes.
We have put it into pink.
I see. Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Our notes are in pink, everybody. We just so we can see the.
Well, more to the point, Zoe's notes were in pink. But go ahead, Zoe. Tell us about Final Fantasy.
Very funny. Ha ha ha. We had a great week this week. We just launched a brand new patch, 2.55, which introduced the last storyline before Heavensward 3.0. I'm going to have to say I just got through it myself just last night, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Without spoiling anything, I'm just going to say it's going to run your emotions on a roller coaster. That's all I'm going to have to say. Within 6 hours, you're going to be sad, happy, what the heck just happened? A lot. In there, and also frustration, especially with the new trial, Steps of Faith. Oh my goodness, that sucker's hard. I probably timed out trying to do it by myself 3 times for, let's see here, and that time limit 60 minutes, and I timed out 3 times before I finally got the FC run, and we just downed it in like 2 turns. We're rating really well. We have 2 teams on the last turn 13. We have another team on 12 and another team on 11. We're growing a lot. Guild in the past 2 weeks has added 20 members to it. I'm expecting even more closer to expansion, which launches the Thursday after the get together. Our new expansions, and we cannot wait.
Floats.
Oh yeah, trust me. If you, there was a lot of people said, please don't let it happen before the get together. Please, we want to play this game so much. And luckily, if you pre-order, you get it that Thursday when we get back home. So
sweet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we're having a lot of fun. Y'all should come check us out. Like I said, we're growing really fast. We're hoping to have the title and the get together. Most people there, hopefully.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Star System.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Trust me, Twist is driving us like, you're coming. Just joking.
Now the question is, has Twist actually just gotten a cargo van just saying, get in the back?
I think I heard something about rope and gags.
Okay.
But I have to say, like I said, it's a lot of fun to play with this new content, and everyone's excited about the 3 new classes that are coming out, literal 3 months away. 3 new classes. We're going to have Deep, Tank, and Healer. and we all cannot wait until then. And the level cap goes to 60, and I'm just waiting for the whole new story. And like, the way they lead that story, you're like, what's going to happen? Do not want to wait for 3 months to find out. Okay. Yeah, but it should be a lot of fun. Come check us out. We'll gladly get you in. Even if you're starting, we'll get you where you need to be, ready for Heavensward.
Awesome.
Now I saw. I'm going to shift gears here a minute. Garrus, my favorite color is not orange; it's actually black. However, I wanted to wear something Grievance-y, so the people that work the Pensacon booth got a Pensacon Grievance shirt. 3 of them, as a matter of fact, different colors. So, for them putting their time and effort into Grievance and working the booth at Pensacon. But I don't have any excuse for the coffee cup. It's just got coffee and rum in it right now.
I like Final Fantasy so much. I am wearing a Moogle shirt right now.
Nice. So I gotta ask.
Okay.
How broke have you gotten from the casino and the chocobo races?
Actually, they have it's in an NGP system. It's a totally different system from your guild. You can buy more NGP with guild, but you don't. It's a two different currency system. So
the guild hasn't bankrupted itself gambling yet.
No. We are strictly saying we're not touching the guild money at all. Because, like I said, with this Heavenward launch, we're gonna have to buy an airship or buy the parts to build an airship and stuff like that, and upgrade our house and everything else. So who knows? Maybe move the Asgard. Who knows?
Well, here's an idea. Just put some slot machines out by the front of the guild hall. It'll help pay for the expansions. Just saying.
If we could do that, because we got a market board right next to us, that would be a great place to put it. But,
hey, maybe some black market chocobo races.
Anyway. I wish.
Anyway, Neverwinter. Neverwinter. They want to thank all the new members and all the returning members for coming back with everything that's been going on. New content and everything. And a huge thanks go out to the Officer Corps for the great job they've been doing in helping new members and helping out the leadership. Special thanks go out to Tig, who is not only streaming, but has been doing some special projects for Grievance. So thank you, Tig. And biggest news from them is Module 6 is going to be launching on Tuesday. The new module is bringing 10 more character levels and a new Paladin class. It'll be a total rework of the game from enchantments to player stats. So you can check out the Neverwinter page at copy link. I'm going to throw it up here in the chat room for everybody. It's a long one.
That's a long link.
It is a long link.
Wow.
But Elemental Evil is what I got here. Anyway, why? Darny darn.
I'm not even going to ask.
Ignore that link, everybody. Ignore the link. This is the correct one.
I know I got to click on the link. What's it going to do?
I don't know where that's going to go.
It actually went to the right place.
Okay. All right. I didn't know quite what was going to happen when I saw that. But there's the announcement for Neverwinter Elemental Evil, which is Module 6. And where was I? It's going to be released and patch big... All right, so it's going to be released and it's going to patch the bug fixes and incomplete content on April 23rd. On the horizon after Module 6, Elemental Evil, are modules with highly requested additions, including Guild Strongholds, and they're going to be bringing in some well-known characters from the D&D lore. So that's going to be a little exciting for them. It's always nice to see the D&D lore come out. I loved D&D when I was younger, so it's always fun to see.
I loved it.
Yeah. It's always fun.
I started playing pencil and paper back Yeah, let's just say a long time ago, sometime before 1980. But
Before or after stone tablets came about?
a little bit after, pencil and paper. Remember, pencil and paper.
So, so we're not counting up stats on a with a tablet and a thing. I can't.
Not today.
Not
I got one in my closet as backup, though.
Even in my group, so many people are bringing their laptops with the characters on it, but we always roll dice. Never going to use the dice roller program.
Oh no, who'd do that?
What fun would it be not to roll actual dice?
No,
Especially
no,
when you
Steel.
get a 100-sided dice, looks like a golf ball, and wait for that thing to stop rolling.
That was half the fun of playing the damn game, was rolling the dice.
Yeah. No, I swear it says 20. It's not a 1. It's a 20.
Ah, nice one, Dash. Nice one.
YouTube crew's missing it. You got to be in the live show here and catch Grievance News, see what's going on in the live
Oh,
chat.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Half the fun's in the chat, let me tell you.
All right, Thamin, tell us about Rift. What's going on?
Alrighty, Rift, and I know I'm getting picked to talk about all the games that I was recruiting officer for.
Yeah, it was method to my madness there.
Rift, they're still waiting for a date on the 3.2 patch. They got mentioned here, Tier 1 raids are going to be nerfed due to player input to the devs. Always nice when the developers listen to the players. This is going to smooth out the raid progression and possibly allow more members to raid and enjoy it. And I'll just kind of stop there to say, too, I remember when I was in there and the developers were asking on the test server for guilds to test some high-level raiding, and Grievance stepped up. We were there on the test server weekly with some of those devs, with one of them accompanying us. I mean, that's great. A lot of great things going on with the Rift Guild and with that game still. All guildies are excited about the upcoming wardrobe changes, which will free up tons of bag and bank space. So, we're also still, recruiting members to be for our part of Grievance. We do have our monthly recruit meeting on Tuesday, April 7th at 6 server time. And feel free to drop into the Rift Lounge and, hear from some of their officers about Grievance Rift.
Honestly, it's always fun to pop into the Rift Guild. They're a lot of fun to talk to. It's always interesting to pop in there.
Yeah.
So.
They always got lots of other events going on. I mean, they didn't mention anything recently, but even dimension decorating contests, stuff like that. Tons of stuff to do in Rift.
Yeah. All right. We unfortunately didn't get anything from Star Wars this week, so hopefully they're doing well. Unless, Steel, you've heard something.
I popped down into the Star Wars channel last night, talked to a few of them. They're still raiding, still working on some content, still having a good time.
Awesome. I really want to hear how they've been doing with Imperial Guild. I was going through the TeamSpeak yesterday and Sunday. Yesterday. And there's only one person from the Imperial Guild. I don't usually get to see a whole lot of the imps around, but I know they're trying to bring it back.
I must have picked a good night the other night. They had like 16 people on doing a 16-man.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I've barely seen anybody on the imp side, at least when I popped
Yeah, I
in.
was going to say,
So I think
they
it's a
raid
timing
on Tuesday
issue.
night, so...
Tuesday and Sundays, actually.
Okay, so they're
I didn't know about Sundays, so... It's been a while since I played Imperial.
Yeah. Well, I know they've been trying to bring it back, especially with the movies that are going to be coming out pretty soon, and content-wise, they're trying to bring it back. They pulled over one of the WoW, I think Horde side guys for recruiting, and I can't remember his name from off the top of my head right now, unfortunately. So good luck to them. Steel. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
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 Wow what? Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right. So we have a little news coming out of WoW from the WoW Alliance this go around. Last week they downed 2 heroic mobs, Orgorger, and Flamebender. So grats to them. They're very excited about that. They are still knocking down new content, having a great time, and they are rating about 3 or 4 times a week right now. So, guys, keep on going. Y'all doing a great job.
Keep on trucking. Anyway, so we've gone to this portion of the newscast. We've been waiting for this, Thamin. We have been waiting. Tell us.
Waiting for this one specifically, huh?
Tell us about Star Citizen. I know you've been on the edge of your seat to tell us about Star Citizen.
Well, I know everyone watched the show yesterday, right? I'll assume you did. But Star Citizen backers all excited at the announcement of 2 game modes that are going to be planned on the horizon here. One is going to be similar to the Swarm mode with the Wendol, except this one is going to be versus UEE ships like the Hornet and the Gladius. So that's a new Swarm mode coming out for folks to enjoy there. And another one, part of the first-person shooter, but not a shooter, Sadaball. And that was something that used to be way back. They talked about Sadaball like you talk about football or baseball. And they went to then they went to the fans and said, well, what is Sadaball? And the fans narrowed it down to them. So that is in production as well. They've kind of said it's a soccer-like sport played in either zero-G or low-gravity arenas. Like I say, fan feedback kind of shaped the rules of this game, so we're going to be seeing that in the near future, too. I think that's fun, too. See a first-person shooter, and it's going to have a sporting event on it that we can try out.
Now, just the thought of having...
Can you shoot your opponent?
Ooh.
No guns on this one.
No.
Oh.
Well, just the idea of having zero-G soccer brings a very interesting theme to it, at least in my opinion. But if this is anything like car soccer, which if anybody's seen Top Gear, they know exactly what car soccer is.
Oh, that is so freaking awesome. I want to do that. Come on, do that so badly.
That could be so amazingly awesome, and I want to see the wreckage that comes out of this. What are the repair bills after these matches like?
I'm going to have to check those out. But, hey, I was happy to see them kind of put something like that in. A lot of variety they're trying to put into the game.
Yeah.
We also got to see recently multiple friends can now participate in free flight mode. They can practice landing on orbital landing pads and swapping ships with each other. Arlia and Ansler recently traded ships during a match. Sounds like they had a lot of fun too. In fact, I remember Ansler took off in Arlia's Avenger and then tried to shoot the heck out of him back down on the back on the landing pad.
Nice.
I got your brain.
And just a reminder too, for those of you that are going to the Grievance get-together, time's running short for Star Citizen members to give input for where you want to meet for Friday lunch. And I've got the link here.
I don't
know if you're grabbing it. Yeah.
I just put it in the chat room for you.
All right, so I've got the link to the post there. Again, if you're coming to the Grievance get-together and you're part of Star Citizen, you get a chance to put input on where we're going to eat. So respond, please.
Yeah, and that goes through. That actually kind of goes through for the get-together for all the guilds as well. Keep an eye on your forums because, especially if you're coming to the get-together, I think was it Thursday, Steel? Is the guild lunch?
Friday. Friday at noon.
Yep.
Friday noon is the guild lunch. So if you want to see who is face-to-face and have lunch with who you play next to, make sure to check the forum, see where you guys are meeting up at. Zoe, Cog.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cog's currently recruiting. If you're interested in streaming, newscasting, producing like we're doing right now, you don't know, but you want to learn stuff, feel free to contact Eggy in TeamSpeak or on the forums for information on how you can get involved in any of all of the above. Grievance YouTube channel now also has various up-and-coming broadcasting software tutorials where y'all can learn how to use the OSB systems and the stream and all of that. It's a great unit, and y'all should come and try us out in one of our COG meetings. Most of them are open. Before you join, you can try us out and see what you think.
I'll tell you what, COG is really doing a lot of things right now.
Oh, yeah.
The streaming, the
we're getting busy.
Producing is just a fraction of it. I mean, there's game reviews, There are blogs. There's brainstorming sessions. There's forum recruiting bumping. I mean, COG is. And for those of you who don't know what COG stands for, it's the Community Outreach Group. It's Grievance's media arm to the rest of the world, really, as well as our individual guilds in Grievance. One of the things we're doing right now is we're trying to build our streaming ranks in newscasting and producing, obviously, all three of those things. So if you've ever been interested in streaming, think you have the connection for it, get up with Eggy. We don't expect people to know everything. We're actually slowly building a reputation of teaching people how to stream and the do's and don'ts of streaming. Like try your streaming key when all else fails. But seriously,
I was new, and I'm enjoying it.
oh, absolutely. You know, it's and there's such a wealth of knowledge and information to help streamers. Streamers will start out on the GTGN Streams channel, and when they reach a certain point, Eggy will come through and literally help you fix this, modify that, what have you. And then when you're ready, put you on the Grievance channel. When you get on the Grievance channel, you actually have the opportunity to make some money. You know, if you look at Eggy's Don't Sleep, Won't Sleep cast, she does donations and people donate. And since it's her stream, she can keep 80% of those donations. Now, Eggy doesn't. Eggy, I told her personally, I said, you know, you've earned this. You know, Grievance take 20%, you know, because we provide the support and the back end stuff. And she's like, no, give it all to Grievance. Hey?
And
Yeah,
we
I
wouldn't
just like
mind
to
if she
scare
took
her,
any,
so.
if you see what she goes through.
Oh yeah. So and that invitation's out to any streamer on the regular Grievance channel. You know, it's not hard to keep track of. It's something we can keep track of. So, you know, that invitation's out there. But you got to go through the trials and tribulations of building your stream on the GTGN Streams channel, which doesn't usually take that long if you're not thick-headed and like to listen to advice.
And
So,
just to point out there, while it's relevant in the chat room right now, Aggie just put up a link to her YouTube playlist that she's put together with the OBS tutorials. So especially if you're wanting to do the streaming and you need to learn how to control your streams and do your streams, check out the YouTube playlist and the YouTube videos that she's put together. They'll also help you out immensely, at least get you ready to jump on the GTGN streaming and learning the other half of streaming your games.
oh, absolutely. They are great tutorials. We've had several people that aren't in Grievance comment on the tutorials about, you know, different things about them. So they are really great. They're not like these 15, 20-minute long tutorial videos. They're quick, concise, and they'll teach you how to do it. But bottom line is, if you're interested in doing a little bit more of Grievance, get in touch with Eggy, Marissa, myself, Dash, you know, any of us, and we'll be happy to find where your strengths are or listen to how you'd like to help and put you on the road to do that.
You probably talk to any COG member too, and at least they can give you general advice and get you in contact with the others if needed too. So.
Yeah. Oh, anybody with COG will be able to help you out. If anybody with COG is more than more than willing to help you out and answer questions. Honestly, that's what we're here for. You know, you say it's community outreach group. It's not only just community outreach to outside of Grievance. It's community outreach inside of Grievance too. It really is. If you've got questions, if this is stuff you want to do, and you just want to ask questions even before you get to Aggie, we'll help answer your questions. If we can't answer it, we'll find somebody who can and pass it on to Eggy as well. So, Eggy does have more videos coming. Zoe, I think you wanted to say something about TriCon real quick before we go to Steel?
Yeah, sure. TriCon is the next convention Grievance is going to be going to. I'm actually on staff at TriCon, and it's going to be a very amazing experience. I know Steel's coming, Nemo's going to be there. I'm definitely going to be there because it's on staff. But it's going to be a lot of fun, guys, because the website's try.con grievance.con.net. You also come check it out. Just put it into the thing. We're going to have a lot of special guests there. Steve Cardenas, which is a Power Ranger. We got Vic Mingata, Full Metal Alchemist. Chuck Huber from Dragon Ball Z. Harry Shepard, which is Diva Tox in Power Rangers Turbo. We just added Pink Ranger from Tom Force. I just can't think of her name right now. I'm so sorry. But the Halo ODST group, these guys are awesome. Is going to be there. They're going to be they're going to have this huge drop pod, which simulates dropping from a cruiser in space all the way down to the ground. It simulates the whole ride. You get to control it a little bit before you crash land and all of that. And you feel everything when you're in it. The ride literally moves with you. So it's going to be an awesome one. Tricon right now, if y'all want to get in for free, we're looking for volunteers. You can go to our website and click on volunteer applications. It gets you in. You work 4 hours a day. And after the 4 hours each day, you get in the con for free, and we feed you.
All
So
right.
breakfast and lunch. So I hope y'all can come out and see us.
Awesome.
Everybody likes food.
Yes. Bacon explosions. Are they going to be bacon explosions? Anyway.
Who knows?
Steel, before
There's a lot of stuff I can't talk about right now. So
before I hand it over to you, Steel, because I know how you get in a roll. Khan just wants to do a shout out right now. He's
Go
going
ahead.
to Penguicon in Southfield. I think it's Michigan, April 24th and 26th. And if anybody's in the area and is going, get with him because I think he's gonna represent Grievance a little bit. So get with him, Kaido-Con. On to you, Steel.
All right, organizational announcements. Woohoo!
Yeah!
Okay, first thing, and this is more of a MOBA thing, but on Saturday, April 15th, Grievance MOBA Division will be hosting its first ever live tournament. This is a trial run for something bigger, like Zoe said, that we can't talk about, but it's a trial run for something bigger. We're trying out a bunch of things, seeing how things go. You know, if watch it, it's going to be, obviously, we're going to stream it, so that'll be at 4:30 Central Time, which we all know Grievance time is Central Time. It's and that will be a Hearthstone tournament. Tournament is going to feature 4 contestants dueling it out in a best-of-3 format. They'll have commentators and special announcements throughout the whole tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stop in and check it out and watch it. Hearthstone's a pretty good thing, and not a MOBA. But it's and let me back up a little bit. It's a card game, but if this goes well, we'll be doing MOBA tournaments as well. There's a lot of big announcements coming out on this really soon, provided it goes as well as we think it will. All right, moving on.
Moving on up.
Okay, Grievance Global Gaming LLC has officially signed a contract for convention space to host our own convention in Birmingham, Alabama, October 14th through 16th, 2016. Keep an ear out. Next month or two, we'll be putting out a plea for help. Actually, next couple weeks, we're going to have an organizational-wide TeamSpeak meeting, which we usually don't do except for the State of Grievance address. But we are going to be calling one here very soon. We have a lot of very important things we need to go over that concerns everybody in Grievance. So, you heard it
This
here.
just in, TeamSpeak will break again.
Maybe. Last time we had like 600 people on Twitch. we'll be streaming it live. It'll just mainly be me probably. But y'all heard it here officially first on the Grievance News. Grievance is officially doing a convention, Birmingham, Alabama, October 14th through 16th, 2016. And we already have guests lined up, and we already have some really cool things lined up. So keep an ear out for it. But wait, there's more. Obviously, next major event for Grievance is our real life get together, Atlanta, Georgia, June 11th through 14th. Why would you want to miss this?
Why indeed?
Why in the world would you want to miss this? You know, you can ask anybody who goes to these things. When you go to one of these things, it just absolutely blows your mind. You have no idea what you're in for till you get there. I mean, Thursday night, the ladies go out and they're going to do ladies' night. From what I hear, and it's like roller derby or paintball or something like that. I'm not sure. Marissa has something special planned for all the ladies. Obviously, she'll be hosting the ladies' night. Friday, 12 o'clock, have dinner with your guild leaders or lunch with your guild leaders at 7:30. And this is Eastern time, not Grievance time, Eastern time, 7:30. We are meeting at the Marietta Diner, a very famous diner in Atlanta. We have reserved 80 seats.
Sweet.
It was funny.
Yeah.
When I called up there a few weeks ago to reserve this, I called up and I said, hey, I need to reserve some seating. We're having a bunch of people over, and she says, well, we don't do reservations. I said, okay, so it's all right for me just show up with 70 people and walk through the door, right? When would you like that reservation? Literally, that's how the conversation went.
Yeah. Exactly.
Literally, that is how the conversation went. So,
Yeah,
so
well-
you just want me to walk in with all these people, okay?
Yeah.
We'll be swinging from your chandeliers, you know, fake lightsaber fighting, you know, you're going to get what you asked for. Saturday, meat and potatoes at the event, literally. This place we have rented out for the get-together is 4,000 square foot house, tons of meeting room in it, 6 acres, tennis court, 20 by 40 foot pool. Yes, this one has a real pool. Those of you that came last year know exactly what I'm talking about. But this one has a real pool.
In addition,
you know,
I just want to point out, I hate to interrupt you, Steel, but one thing I've noticed from the last couple of houses, and what's going to be different with this house that we've got,
it's not on the beach.
there's no neighbors.
No, there's
So
not.
we can be as loud, as rambunctious, and as long as the building stays in good condition, we can be as loud as obnoxious as we want to be.
Man, we're going to have live streaming there. We got some unbelievable announcements to do with the convention, to do with Grievance, to do with potential partnerships with, well, we won't go no further than that. But we do have some major announcements. We've had somebody literally buy 3 brand new blue snowballs. If you're a streamer, you know what a blue snowball is. 3 brand new blue snowballs and donated them to Grievance for
wow.
the raffle at Grievance.
Oh.
Searching blue snowball.
I want it.
And, this person just did this. He messaged me. He says, look, I want to do this for Grievance. I guess he likes watching our streams. Or maybe he thinks some of us don't have very good mics. one of the two.
That's the same possibility.
But yeah, yellow snowballs are bad, Sin. But I mean, for somebody to do this, that's pretty amazing. I mean, you know, last year we had somebody donate 3 brand new SSD drives, and they were not small.
Oh, I wanted to cry when I didn't get one.
So did everybody else that tried to buy enough raffle tickets to get one.
Yeah.
And I happen to know the person that got them didn't buy that many raffle tickets or got one of them. So
No comment. I am not saying a word in regards to this.
But yeah, so Saturday, all the food you can eat, roundtable discussions. God, the food, just you name it, it's probably going to be there. Then Sunday, we'll all get together sometime in the afternoon. I believe the movie we're all going to see is the new Jurassic Park, since it comes out the 12th.
Ooh.
So looks like we're probably all going to meet somewhere Sunday and see the new Jurassic Park together, which just ought to be absolutely fantastic with dozens of Grievance people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably a good thing Eggy isn't coming. She'd scare herself to death.
Oh, Eddie's not coming.
So last Friday, we interviewed the CEO of Apotheosis, Victor, and we listened to him talk about his company and their upcoming game, Rido. Uh, Apotheosis is a small company that's looking to bring a sense of family and community back into the gaming industry. I tell you what, you sit down with these people, and I've had the opportunity to sit down with both Tori, their lead director, their game director, and Victor, their CEO, and as well as their community manager, and it's like talking to a gaming company that seems to hold Grievance values. They are going to go far. There's no doubt about it. The card game they're developing is very unique. It's different from a lot of the other card games we see nowadays. We'll be announcing more stuff on that very soon that I can't talk about right now. But they really, really work well together, and they enjoy working with us and us them. They're really nice people. Rido, the name of their game, means journey, and it's got a Norse mythology style theme to it. So it's very well. I actually hear tell one of their developers is a practicing Norseman. So and I've seen his picture, and he kind of looks Norse-ish, something like that. But it's a multiplayer online card game based on Norse mythology. Where we are lucky enough that we have obtained several future interviews from some of their developers, game designers, people in their staff. It's really, really, they're a great company. Matter of fact, the last cast, they went ahead and the Total Gaming Newscast, they gave us 3 beta keys to give out, which we gave out, and I didn't see who won them, but those people are actually going to get on this card game in beta. So look for future interviews with this company. Look for more news from Grievance about this company. It's a really, really good company.
Awesome. I just put the link to Friday's newscast into the chat room. So after this, if you want to check out that right there, the game that they're talking about, Rido. Here's a couple images real quick. That's just the game image, the front screen. This is a picture of the game board. It's a pre-alpha build. And it's the card game a little bit, but that's what the board looks like a little bit.
Well, the board I think you're showing, it was actually just a quick sketch that they did of the board.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the official board if it's the one I'm thinking about. I haven't seen it come up on the screen yet, but you can see the title page of Rido right now. Yeah, that's actually a sketch they did of a board. Not a bad sketch actually, but it's you see what's the cards look like. They're triangular. We were lucky enough we got to see a little gameplay the other night when we were talking to them in Skype, and it looks like it plays really, really nicely. There's going to be a lot of strategy in this game, and it's going to do well. One of the things I like about it is the matches aren't going to take 20 minutes. They're going to be semi-quick matches. Look for matches to be probably somewhere around 10 minutes apiece. If it's it looks really nice. This game is going to do well.
Awesome. Well, hopefully, because I'm actually looking forward to the one as well. So keep an ear out, keep an eye out. And that kind of brings us to the end. Unless somebody else has something that they want to inject.
Just come to the get together.
Yes.
We have a lot of announcements, a lot of cool things we're raffling off. We had people loot PAX Prime last year, so I've been holding on to a ton of PAX Prime loot to give away at this get together. It's no matter what you're doing, if you can find a way to come to at least Saturday's event, it will be well worth it. We are literally going to have over 100 Grievance members from all over the world show up in Atlanta, Georgia for 3 days.
I'll be there.
Has has anybody kind of keep an eye out on where the lunches are being held at? Because I want to go to whoever's going to the Brazilian steakhouse, that's where I want to go.
There is a list posted in the 2000 under the important grievance information section of the forums. If you go to 2015 real life get together, there is a list of restaurants as guild leaders give them to me. I post them up there. I know the Alliance is going to, I think it's an Irish pub or something. Don't quote me on it.
I think we're going to, Final Fantasy's going to Outback, I think, if I remember.
Yep.
Got it posted down there, folks. So.
Hey, Final Fantasy's going to Outback. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to hang at the house and start preparing food for Saturday. So
No, Steel, I think we just need to get everybody together and go to Brazilian Steakhouse. Because I'm telling you, last year down in Pensacola, that is probably one of the best meals I've ever had, besides Ruth Chris. But the Brazilian Steakhouse, can't remember the name of it. It was good, and I want to go to another one. All right, Thamin, unless you had anything else? Zoe?
Oh, just real quickly, it's not just streamers we could use. There's all sorts of talent that COG could use. So if you want to help out, contact us. We'd love to hear from you.
All right. Anything from you, Zoe?
Just come to TriCon if you can, and I'd like to meet everyone. I'll definitely see y'all get together, nothing else.
All right, awesome. Well, we'll wrap it up. TriCon, real life get together, Atlanta, GTGN.TV, streamers, newscasters. If you gotta check it out, get a hold of Eggy. All you guildies, if you guys want to get your pictures up, and any of you guys want to put your video up and the notes up, go ahead in the forums. Just send the stuff to Wendol. That's Wendol. If you want to get your stuff into the newscast, they are bi-weekly now, so the next one will be in 2 weeks. Steel, when's the next council meeting?
Next council meeting will be in 3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks. Okay, so that is going to be my handy-dandy calendar right here. That is going to be the 26th is the next council meeting. So our next episode will be on the 19th. It was fun. The video for my rollout, if it works out properly, I've been checking out YouTube, and I came across a Draw My Life for Zelda. It is actually rather amusing, and it is not coming up.
Fail.
All right, I'll try again for next week. Okay. I'll set it aside for 2 weeks, okay? That's it, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for putting up with our little technical difficulties in the starting. OBS was not being friendly to me this week. It will be better in 2 weeks. Good night, guys.
Y'all stay safe.
Stay
Good
safe.
night, all.
Stay safe. See y'all later.